Trump asked Elon Musk if he wanted to buy Truth Social. Interesting. Let's see if there's any credibility behind the story. The overture, and this is a WAPO story, the overture to Musk, whose business empire includes SpaceX, Tesla, and X, did not lead to a deal, but the conversation, which has not been previously reported, shows the two men have communicated more than was known. The two have had other conversations too. Trump advisors say about politics and business. Amongst their conversations was a meeting earlier this month in Palm Beach where Trump met with Musk with a few high-powered Republican donors. The people said the subject of the discussion is not clear, but after it was reported by New York Times, which noted that the meeting happened while Trump was looking for campaign contributions, the billionaire wrote on X that he is not donating money to either candidate for U.S. president. Musk, the world's second richest man, has increasingly voiced support for conservative ideology on X, including echoing Trump's unverified claims that the Biden administration is, as Musk wrote last week, importing voters and creating national security threat from unvetted illegal immigrants. What do you mean unverified, bro? Like, you have to be a dummy to think that the American people are dumb to think 10 million people are coming here. Then the next week, AOC says, we don't have an immigration problem. We have a documentation problem. You think the American people are naive? Either accept it as a victory, Democrats, good for you, or don't play on words that the unverified claims. The numbers are very clear. So do you actually think that conversation took place, Tom, where Trump is asking Elon if he's interested in buying Truth Social?
Do I think they had a conversation about it? Sure. But, two business guys of their level, they would talk about a lot of things. It says, hey, what about this? What about that? Hey, would you ever be interested in Truth? Because remember, Trump was raising investment like any other, startup. It was a startup at one time, but it was a big startup, needed big investment. Would Trump talk to Elon about that? Many things they talk about? I think so. But it was like a clandestine thing. Oh my gosh, I'm upset. My company's in trouble. Will you buy it from me? Hell no. I don't think that conversation took place.
Vinny.
I don't know, dude. I wish I was there, but you saw the interview with Elon said, who was Elon interviewing? Oh, with Don Lemon. He said, what did you talk about? He goes, well, not really none of your business.
At a single moment where they ran into each other at breakfast, to be specific.
By the way, it was breakfast. And you know what he said? He did the most of the talking. It's Donald Trump, bro. He's the alpha in the room. He's probably talking. He's pitching. He's doing his thing. But yeah, I mean, didn't we talk about who was interested in buying TikTok as well? Didn't we say something yesterday?
Rumble.
They said something about Rumble, and then Rumble stock started going up. I mean, I don't know, but who knows what the hell they were talking about? This might have been something really, really fast, but I don't see nothing into it.
Look, with Truth Social, speaking of echo chambers, I've never been on there. It's not anything. I don't think most people have been on there. But I do know who wrote
let's
this
just ask that question. Yeah. Has anybody here been on Truth Social?
I'm not a Truth Social guy.
Hey, Rob, can you run a poll to see who is on Truth Social?
And
I'd
Vinny,
be curious.
you would be primed to be on Truth Social. The fact that you're not on there is very...
No, dude.
It tells a sign, like nobody's going on.
I'm an next guy.
It's just...
I registered and I checked it out, but I have not been back.
Yeah. I would venture to guess it's just an echo chamber of Trump loyalists.
Maybe ask the question, are you on Truth Social, active daily, registered, never used, never registered? Put those three. That's what I would want to know. Yeah, I would want to know that.
I don't know how much credibility is behind this article. That's a great poll to do. But, we know who owns the Washington Post. That's Jeff Bezos. Who's Jeff Bezos' biggest competitor? Elon Musk. They're jockeying for position of richest man in the world. I don't know. I mean, what is...
And space.
You probably followed... Are you on Truth Social?
I'm not.
You're not? Okay. So, I mean, you have multiple guys in this room that are in the social media world that... are in the Trump orbit. You're not even on Truth Social. That should tell you something.
I tried to get on Truth Social, and at the beginning, because to save the name, I think the team said, let's save the name Patrick Bet David. So, because so Patrick Bet David 1, Patrick Bet David 2.
Yeah.
And then we had complications, so we never followed up. Yeah.
By the way.
At that time. I'm actually curious with the poll.
What's it called when you tweet something on X? It's a tweet. What is it called on Truth? Like a truth bomb? Is this a truthy?
I don't know.
Interesting.
That's a very good question.
Is this company making money? Is it not making money?
67%.
Yeah, even our audience out here has not used Truth Social for the most part.
Interesting. Have never used it. Have an account. Don't use it. Use it daily. 5%
that's me
use
in
daily.
16.
It's like legitimately big time hardcore like MAGA people are on there to hear what Trump has to say.
Would you say it's like the Rumble for Twitter?
I would say it's way more of an echo chamber than Rumble, because at least according to Chris, our friend Chris, is that there's sort of.
I think they wanted to be at the time. I think that was the strategy.
Or it's the parlor that made it.
Exactly. Exactly. You're right.
I'm not even being facetious. Did they make it? Is this company making money? Is it doing well? Are they going to sell for a profit? Is it a loss? I genuinely don't know.
So I think something just happened recently with Truth Social. Can you type in Truth Social valuation? Truth Social market cap. Maybe put Truth Social market cap. If you type in, right there. Let's see.
What do we got?
What does it say? Zoom in. February donor socials given to merge. Media company technology blanket check acquisition vehicle that currently values the parent of a social media app, Truth Social, as much as $10 billion.
That's a lot, bro. And the majority of people aren't even really using it.
Can you type in Truth Social revenue? Type in Truth Social revenue 2023. So, for instance, Truth Social generated, just get out of here.
Doing a quarter in 2000.
Guys, that's like $4 million a year.
Yeah, it's not.
So Minect is bigger than Truth Social.
I know.
Exactly. Minect is bigger than Truth Social. And by the way, that doesn't even pay. I would be willing. I know what servers cost. That probably doesn't pay, Pat, for 2 weeks of servers.
Scroll down a little bit.
Pat,
Trump's Truth Social
I was not expecting that.
You know what Amazon server costs,
$31 million net loss.
That's
I don't think this company's making money, bro. If you're telling me,
there you go.
If you're it reports $31 million net loss since launch in mid-2023. They're saying it's worth what? $10 billion. Look, if you're telling me and you're looking me in my face and you're like, Elon Musk bought Twitter for $40 billion. What was the exact
46,
number?
46, I think.
Okay, 42, 44, whatever it is. Yeah. You're telling me that Truth Social is a quarter of the net worth market cap of Twitter, and they say that Elon overpaid. I'll tell you, you're a bold-faced liar. There's no way this thing's
I believe that number because I can do the math in my head, and I believe their infrastructure cost is $1 million per 2 weeks. That would be $26 million bucks. Plus, they don't do a lot of marketing. I believe that number.
Wow.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, you just saw was it Q3 or Q4 of $1.3 million?
Is that even accurate?
No, that would be accurate because you're a SPAC. A SPAC, you got to report numbers.
And that was what the first link was. Pat's right. That first link was about SEC.
Right? Don't you have to report if you're a SPAC?
And the SEC.
You're a publicly traded company.
February 14th, the SEC was giving him a green light on SPAC.
How bad is that, Pat? $1 million in revenue?
It's not about how bad is that. When it comes down to technology, software, apps, things like this, you're not buying initially because of revenue. You're buying initially because of traffic and eyeballs going to it. Then you hire a Sheryl Sandberg to find a way to bring revenue, or Linda, what's her name? Linda Vicario. You bring people like that know how to turn it into... Yacarino. Yeah, you forgive us. We're not... so Yacarino, who was what? A former NBC executive. Yeah. So you bring somebody like that. But first you got to get traffic. So can you type in how many times Truth Social has been downloaded? Truth app. How many times has Truth Social app been downloaded? I'm curious.
And why he's looking. So do you think because Trump is basically the face and the name of it, is he paying just to be able to speak? Do you know what I mean? Like he can go on X right now. Who's paying to keep this thing afloat just to have Donald Trump speak? You know what I mean? Is he paying for it?
Truth Social.
Trump loyalists who just want to hear what he has to say.
Go look at the last, Pat. 2023-09, third quarter.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Since Elon bought Twitter, some of the best follows are the conservative guys that have what they say. They're not on Truth. They're on X.
You should be able to find out how many times Truth Social has been downloaded. It's got 115,000 reviews on Apple. It's a lot of reviews. But how many times has the app been downloaded? Does anybody know the number? I'm trying to see the number of how many times. Anyways, I don't know what the number is. You should be able to get it, though. Truth Social app total downloads.
Or, Rob, you could also, while you're looking for it, go to their stock. I'd like to see how they're doing. Since they're a SPAC, they're publicly traded. I'd like to know where their stock is over the last 3 years.
Here we go. There are about 2 million active Truth Social users today. Rob, if you can pull that up, is this you send me or is that Brandon? I think it could be Brandon. That Brandon sent it to us. There's about 2 million active users. Rob, if you can put that up. Truth Social has about 1 million downloads in the first 2 weeks of its launch, which includes 170,000 downloads on the first day. 12% of all U.S. Social media users have used or visited the Truth Social platform. Just under 70% of current... interesting on how many it is. So we'll see. Listen, it's not easy to get a business like this off the ground. It's not. He's got Devin Nunes as the CEO. And they launched 2 years ago, approximately 2 million active users, according to this website. Could be higher. 77% of Democrat voters said they'd never use the platform. Over 60% of women said they would never use the platform. Truth Social is now valued at $500 million. What is the date on this? This is February 13th, 2024. So this is a month ago. This is pretty recent.
So they're not so bad. They're not making money. Do you think Trump and them are just keeping it alive because there's so many people, there's millions that are listening just to him?
What sucks about this is the following. When did Truth Social launch? What's the date on Truth Social?
2022, maybe.
Well, we just said this, right? And the date was what? February of 2022, right? Okay. There is a big event that happened that year that hurt their momentum. When did Musk buy Twitter?
Oh, great point. I don't remember.
Similar after that. After that.
Dude, he bought it, I think, in October of 2022.
Yeah, right after.
When did Musk buy Twitter?
Oh, man.
Okay, I think it's...
no, it was right. April of 20... okay, there
No. He bought it.
Yeah.
That's when he said, I'm going to buy 9.6%, but he bought it October of 2022.
Okay.
So think about it.
Yeah, remember that? Let that sink in.
Yeah, you launch... you launched Truth Social, great timing.
Yeah.
America needed an alternative, and Trump's going to be on there. I'm going to use it. Great. 2 months later, Elon announces he wants to buy 9.6% or give or take of what do you call it, Twitter, and then he buys makes an offer for 100%. Then October, 8 months later, X is back with Musk, and people trust Musk. You know,
horrible timing.
Yeah, horrible timing is what it sucks for business.
Elon Musk
scroll the market cap.
Screwed Donald Trump. Just know that. Look at this. By the way, look at the stock price when it launched versus where it is now. Go to basic in the last 5 years, 3 years.
Digital World Acquisition Corp. Don't SPACs peg at 10? Anyway,
look, it shot up when it came up there. It stayed up, and then look, right in 2020, literally right when Elon Musk bought Twitter. Go to October. I guarantee you, right there, boom, plummeted. Wow. Literally, Pat, you called it. Once Elon Musk bought Twitter, Truth Social was doomed.
That's called timing, and unfortunately, it happens. It happens to all of us.
Public market cap $1.5 billion right now.
Public market cap is what?
$1.5 billion. Correct, Rob? Scroll down today. 146.
Okay.
Yep.
So that $10 trillion valuation is like a little
FYI, it's at $39 today. 52-week highs, 58, lowest 12. It's not doing bad.
It's climbing this month.
It's not doing bad.
Now he's locked in the nomination, so there's some
and guess what?
There.
He has posted stuff on Instagram. So it's not like he's not posting stuff on Instagram, but I don't know if he is yet to have tweeted. Have you looked to see if he has yet to have tweeted or not? Let me see here.
I believe the last one that he tweeted was his mugshot.
August 24, 2023, which got 1.8 million likes. Prior to that, the last time he tweeted was January 8, 2021, a day after January 7th.
Wow.
That's the last time he tweeted.
They banned him? Did they ban him after that?
Yeah, he got banned on everything. That's when that took place. And then the next time he did is this. But he hasn't done anything since then. And even when he posted that, guess what website he drove it to? DonaldJTrump.com. He didn't drive it to Truth Social. He drove it to DonaldJTrump.com.
Is that the shirt? Let me see that one.
Remember.
Mega. You have to get that signed, Adam. You got to get that signed.
Your favorite shirt.
Okay. All right.
Buddy.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what's going on there with. What I can tell you is the left is so scared of a Musk, Trump, Tucker unity.
Oh.
That is a very, very scary thing for them. And you know who else I put in there that's kind of scary? A guy named Dana White. Let me tell you. Listen, Dana White was the only man in America that could save Budweiser. The only man.
Bud Light.
Literally, Bud Light, whatever it is. The only man in America that could have saved Anheuser-Busch. The only man that could have saved that organization. Only man. And the CEO was at the UFC fight again. He was sitting right next to you. You didn't even know it. Did you know that?
Which guy was it?
Brendan.
The guy that had 8 Bud Lights.
Oh, that's him?
That he would go to the bar, come back with 3 Bud Lights. I'm like, this guy fully believes in the product.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, he was like...
Oh, okay. He was...
You spoke to him.
Now I know who he is. Yeah,
good-looking guy.
With the jean jacket?
Yeah.
He's the CEO?
He's the CEO of Anheuser-Busch.
I thought he was like an actor.
No, he's not. He's not good-looking, but he's a good-looking... And was a Harvard grad, I believe, former CIA agent, and a Marine.
Analyst, CIA analyst.
CIA analyst.
So you know what that means, Tom? He has secrets.
Yeah. And by the way, he is an actor because he was acting like he actually likes Bud Light. So congratulations.
No.
Great point.
But the point
Brendan
is, what I'm saying is...
You meet Brendan, he seems pretty genuine.
How about this, Tom? Would you touch a Bud Light? Because you wouldn't for 2 years.
I got a tough
I
time
have
with
my
it.
answer, buddy. Tom, who's not exactly as masculine as Dana
Tom?
White in the UFC.
That video is the
wouldn't
best
even
video.
touch a
That
Bud
video is
Light.
the best
When I
video.
brought Bud Light in for Halloween, when I wore that outfit,
Tom
you wouldn't even
threw up. He
You
almost
wouldn't
threw
even
up.
touch it, Tom. So don't tell me that guy ain't acting. When Tom Ellsworth, the manliest guy I know,
Ain't
won't
drinking
touch
the
a Bud
beer.
Light.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.